the path of suluk. What the path, one is path going to London, going to Birmingham, these are all paths. But the path to Allah, that path is defined as suluk, the journey to Allah. So when a person embarks on the journey to Allah, then those who have understanding, wisdom, aql, they also think that, on this path to Allah, first and foremost, let me see, what are the hurdles on this path to Allah, subhanAllah. Yes, this is the sign of the person of wisdom. What are the obstacles and barriers on the way to Allah? Is there any issue on the way? If it occurs, if I stop, if I have to put the brakes on, there will be a big loss. So first and foremost, he tries that, let me attain the information from who? From who? Obviously, if you want to travel in the world, then you seek information through the resources, through some tool, through some information, data. So in the path of suluk, before traveling on that path to see the hurdle areas, then you need the guide of the wali Allah, the sheikh, the teacher. So he will guide me on this path, what is the barrier, what is the obstacle, what is the issue, so that the student, the person, first and foremost, he tries to remove those hurdles, get them out of the way. Do you understand what I'm saying? That this path of suluk that we are traveling in, on the biggest barrier for a human being, which prevents him reaching to Allah, which doesn't allow that person to attain Allah's ma'rifah. That poor soul, he just stays in the queue, the long queue, the delay, just like us. Ma'rifah, he can't arrive to the ma'rifah, he doesn't attain Allah's irfan. Rather, beyond this is another point, that he cannot enter into paradise. The big barrier, obstacle will not allow him to enter into paradise. Such a big barrier, obstacle, that the paradise doors will close and the doors of Jahannam will open. What a sad situation. What a bad situation. What is that? What's that barrier? Hurdle? Insan's diseases of the batin, the inward diseases, the internal diseases, the akhlaqi illnesses. This is such a big barrier, such a big, you can say roadworks in this path of Allah, that does not allow the human being to progress beyond that hurdle. He works hard, he makes effort, he tries hard with ibadat, worship, but never does he look at his internal akhlaqi, inner soul diseases and illnesses. He doesn't try to remove them. What a beautiful thing here if we see that when a person embarks on this journey to Allah, then he shouldn't just rely on those external physical actions, Zahiri ibadat. No, rather we need to think that the real hurdles of our akhlaq and batini illnesses, are we removing them? Are we eliminating them? Have they come away from that path? When they move out of the way, then the path to Allah opens up for the human being. Then his journey starts in earnest, real journey. Then he gets the clear road. Then he drives smoothly on that journey to Allah. And such a beautiful method he adopts to get to Allah. So, poverty, health, where does all of this come from? From Allah. Everything comes from Allah. And Allah, all of His decisions are based on hikmah, wisdom. Remember this. Somebody, through a certain way, Allah wants to give somebody a qurb in a certain way. Allah Ta'ala wants to deliver somebody else to paradise in another way. Somebody else goes to paradise in a different way. So this is Allah's hikmah and His selection. And on this selection and Allah's decision, the world revolves. We start to compete with each other. He's poor, he's rich, why am I not rich? He's like this, why am I not like that? He has these resources and items, why don't I have these? Why am I ill? Why is he healthy all the time? And he's enjoying life, he's doing this work and business, why is this happening to me? So all this is the biggest act of foolishness for a human being, that is like, you can say, a leg stuck in the way of obeying Allah's instruction. He should never even think like this. This is Allah's distribution, Allah's selection, Allah's decisions. Our iman, aqidah, belief is such, whatever situation I'm in this world Allah's kept me in, that's best for me. That's best for me. Sabr, patient, okay, Allah's given me this disease, sickness, but He utilizes the resources for cure. But He doesn't criticize, He's not despondent, doesn't give up. What is the good news Rasul gave? That any sick person, if he is sick, and even if it's a minor cold or flu, and he's sick, but if in that condition of being sick, 40 times, La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu min adh-dhalimin, he recites Allahu Akbar, he will be given the death of a shaheed. Subhanallah. He's sick. Because he exercised sabr, demonstrated patience, he remembered Allah. He didn't criticize, complain, go towards the wrong. He didn't utilize the wrong medicines, wrong methods, wrong solutions, wrong paths he didn't embark on. What did he do, that person? The person demonstrated sabr. Okay, Allah gave me the sickness. So that person adopted the means, he took the verses of the Quran, he cured his issue, he did adhkar, remembered Allah. The more he was sick, he remembered Allah more. He turned to Allah more. He did du'as to Allah, that Allah removed this sickness from him. So Allah says, all of these actions, these will take that person towards the open door of paradise. And if he attains death in the state of sickness, he will have the death of shuhada. And if I give him health, Allah says, then I will remove all of his sins. So to this world, all the prophets that came to the world, they came for one purpose, one objective. All prophets, they came with one mission. All prophets, what? Akhlaq, increase and improve your akhlaq, your character manners. Our Imam al-Anbiya, our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that I have come here to complete and seal akhlaq, to teach you how to clean your batin. All ibadat have been given to wipe away the dirt from our batin, but we don't pay attention on this. Remove the batini hurts, the obstacle. Hazrat Sahib, how should we remove them? That do kathir dhikr, he stated. Don't you read the Quran? He said, rahmatullah alayh, that such walis of Allah came in the world, that walis of Allah took bay'ah at the hands of Hazrat Tanvi Sahib. You know about this, such great personalities who were his students.